What's happening, Hoodlum Gang? Welcome back to my channel. This your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old N, and I'm back at y'all with another video. But before we get started, if you happen to be new to the channel, you want to become a member of the Hoodlum Gang, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave me a comment down below, share the video, hit that notification bell, go on over to IG and follow me at Hoodie from the Hood. Oh yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. My bad, I forgot about that. I'm kind of in a hurry right now. I want to get y'all this content. Before we get into the topic, the boy Joey BA from out of New York, he had made a response to Kendrick, or not even a response. He had just out the blue threw some shots at him, and a plethora of West Coast artists have been responding to him because, like I said, it just seemed like you taking shots at everybody, you know what I mean? I believe Jason Morton, aka Problem, said something. Daylight, known legendary in the battle rapping arena, threw some light shots at him. But the one that's making the most noise is Rayvon. Rayvon is signed to TDE. It wasn't no subliminal. It wasn't no light warnings. It was straight up. You know what I mean? So Joey is getting packed out right now. I know he said he was the king of New York. I don't believe anybody in New York would agree with him. There may be a few people from New York that's going to jump in this, but as of right now, nobody has responded. So he getting packed out. Rayvon was direct. He has some lines for Tory. Basically, Tory, you sticking up for a dude that you used to beef with, Drake. You know what I mean? They used to beef. You jumping out of left field with your little weak bars or whatever. I mean, Tory could rap, don't get me twisted, I'm saying, but that specifically was weak. What else? Rayvon was basically saying, the song's called Crash Out Heritage. If y'all haven't heard it, go check it out. And he's just basically talking about how California is known for crashing out. And, just look at the proof is in the pudding that we're going to take it a lot further than y'all willing to take it. Because y'all hating. You know what I mean? It's coming from a place of hate. Like I said, Drake been on top this whole time. As far as, numbers and stuff like that, you never shot at him. And Kendrick don't gotta respond to that because you ain't nowhere on his level. I would be surprised if Joey dropped the album right now. I'd be surprised if it sold 20,000 copies. That's no disrespect. I'm just being honest. You ain't been relevant. You know what I mean? He could rap. He's a lyricist. But culturally, you are nowhere near, And you could say Drake was swinging down. Not necessarily on Kendrick, because there's a certain thing called the big three, or was, until Kendrick said F that. Him, Cole, and Drake was in the big three. He may have had, the streamers and the hits, but culturally, he wasn't bigger than those two. He responded to Pusha T, who was a phenomenal artist, but he don't have the cultural, well, he does as far as the hip-hop purist, but the average rap fan, would look at Pusha T as beneath Drake and even Meek Mill. So once he messed up by responding to them two. Once you respond to them two, you for sure got to address Kendrick. But Kendrick responding to Joey back, like, no, bro. Basically, Daylight and Rayvon is handling his lightweight right now. He said a lot, man. Y'all go check that out. He was being direct. Ain't no subliminal dissing. I'm getting at you. I think you on some weirdo shit, some hating shit. You know what I mean? Like he said, when y'all had y'all 10 minutes of fame, when Tekashi got popping and Pop Smoke and, Fabio, a few people who have been able to make splashes over the years, the West Coast didn't come out and say, oh, y'all dick riding that New York drill sound, or we didn't come out and say nothing. We let them have their moment. But as soon as the West Coast, and not just Kendrick, Tyler, the Creator, Schoolboy Q dropped the album this year, Vince Staples, etc. As soon as these dudes is getting praise and recognition, it's too much West Coast dick licking. Like, oh, I can't take this. Let me try to, nigga, that's bunk, homie. It's hating. I don't care how you slice it. It's hating. Like I said, I'll be surprised if he sell 20,000. Whenever he drop an album, I'm gonna come back and be like, look, nigga sold 15,000. And Kendrick supposed to respond to that? No. And if y'all can't see it for what it is, that the nigga just hating on the West Coast, I don't know what to tell you. And if you from the West Coast and you are impressed by that shit, you need to reevaluate where you stand. But anyways, J Reed, the dude who got into the altercation with Luce Cannon, whatever, it's recorded. I'm late to the party, but it's still being talked about. He didn't came out and said he went up there for business purposes. Wacc tried to say that's not why he came up there. He's supposed to come up there, check Wacc, whatever the case is. I don't believe Wacc. That's just me personally. I don't know too many people who should believe him. He keep talking about the exposers and they information is accurate. Y'all done been caught lying multiple times. Y'all accusing people of committing crimes that can get them arrested or at least investigated. Y'all said what y'all said about Deuce M's, and turns out that was a lie. You know what I mean? That dude swindled you out of a couple $1,000s. So what credibility do you have? You can't say the exposers come with all facts, but y'all had a dude who was working with Deuce M's saying that he did something to him in prison, and you didn't even go fact check to make sure he was actually who he said he was. So that should let you know that the man's a liar right there. Then here's my thing, homie. Every time I talk about this dude, it seemed like you got people coming out the woodworks who constantly start defending him. You either are him or you work for him, or you just naive and oblivious to the facts. We in California, we know that if anybody who's a documented gang member gets arrested and charged with a crime, they're gonna throw that gang enhancement on there. So the fact that he keep on saying that this dude is from here, you keep trying to put gang titles in everybody. Oh, the preacher dude is a blood. J Reed is from 11A Gangsters. Oh, Luce Cannon from 6-0. Oh yeah, he a gangster, he a hustler. Like, you're trying to make it that. You trying to get yourself out of the situation and be like, oh yeah, I'm a Pyru. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't Pyru business. Like, bro, my dad's a Pyru, nigga. A respected one. Like, you don't stand for Pyru business, bro. And you already said that when niggas was questioning you about doing business with Tekashi, that Pyru don't dictate your business. So you ain't got nothing to do with Pyru business. Them is your words, nigga. I didn't make that up. But anyways, he keep putting gang titles on niggas. And here's my thing. Whether J Reed, because J Reed said something very interesting to me when he was on Rick Rock's channel. And that's another thing. I don't think that Rick Rock and Wacc thing is a play. I think Rick Rock is actually disgusted by what he saw them do to that dude. You know, because Rick Rock be on some black unity type stuff. And I don't think he was impressed by that. I think he really genuinely felt like they fouled for doing that dude like that. So he said that he went up there to holler about some business. He also said something interesting that you don't hear a lot of people say that come from the gang life. He said, I'm not a gang member. Most people will say I'm not a gang banger. You know, gang bangers is the ones that's active, you know, and actually making shit happen, you know. Gang members is just somebody that's from that community, you know, you from the hood, but you took a back seat. He didn't say I'm not a gangbanger. He said I'm not a gang member. He said I'm with the community. So whatever. And then he doubled down by saying, regardless of past affiliations and his family and whatever, like, I'm with the community. Now, the other dude probably was a blood at some point in time, but he's a preacher. So their mindset is not even on what these dudes keep trying to paint them to be. They didn't come up there too deep. And listen, I don't know if y'all remember when Adam 22, speaking of Adam 22, I seen the little vlog he did because I was watching, I think Damian Porter, he had reacted to 4Extras bringing him to the 40s. I seen that. Adam was this close to being within my presence because 4Extras hit me that morning around 11 o'clock. It was almost 12, and he's like, cuz, I'm shooting a video on 43rd and Vermont, pull up. And the way my life is set up, I can't jump up like that. Not to say I'm going to do nothing to that, man. I don't got no problem with Adam like that. I think he a weirdo and he a culture vulture, but I ain't finna fucking do nothing to the nigga. It ain't that serious. But, I was that close to being there. Anyways, remember Adam had said that I had posted in my little community section when he was in my comments calling me the most, whatever, I don't know if he said useless or something about my YouTube and saying that YouTube ain't for me. The most useless and pointless YouTuber that there is works on your platform. His name is Luce. I don't know if you know that. But even he has something to say that I usually don't listen to that dude because he's only there to dick ride and just agree with people. But he said something when they was talking to Wacc about the whole altercation, and he said, why would these two dudes come up here unarmed if they know how y'all get down? Just them two to supposedly check you. Like, it don't make sense for these two dudes to come up there thinking that they was finna press some line on Wacc, knowing how he roll, and he always talking about his team and his entourage and loose cannon. These niggas don't go nowhere by themselves. They always got a million niggas with them. Like, why would they come up there? Like, it don't make sense that they went up there aggressively on that type of time. It makes more sense that he went up there to have a conversation with some people that he felt like he was cool with. That's just common sense. So, and just, you know, watching J Reed, you can't judge a book by its cover, but just watching him, he don't seem like he's on that type of time. I don't know what he did in the past. That's why I had to say something in Flacco's comments where he's talking about it, and he's pumping it up like, oh, this big, bad, tough, notorious gang member that's not to be played with is suing. Like, you putting extras on it for views, nigga. When has he or anybody ever said he was that? When has J Reed came out and been talking like that? When has anybody said, oh, that's the homie J Reed, nigga, the big homie, he one of them stomped down? When has anybody from 11-8 came out and say that? So where'd you gather that from? So y'all trying to change the narrative like he came up there on some aggressive shit and got what he deserved, when it looked like some bullshit for y'all to go viral. Somebody was already recording, which means they already knew what was about to happen, which means, listen, man, y'all can't let people pull the wool over your eyes. Y'all got to wake up. Y'all got to see it for what it is. And like I said, why he keep on attaching this gang shit to everybody, knowing that people, that them people, the police, is gonna add these enhancements. You're trying to make it a gang thing. Oh, he from here, he a hustler, he from neighborhood, and he from gangsters, and they don't get along, and making it seem like that's what it was about, bro. I don't know if y'all be seeing what I'm seeing. I see past the bullshit. I know that one dude is manipulative, egotistical, narcissistic, and will do anything to push his agenda and not be held accountable at the same time. And that's what I see when I see Wacc 100. But, you know, J Reed responded, you know, he said what he said. I also seen Young and Hefe, salute to Young and Hefe, respond to Wacc saying like, yo, like, y'all the ones who run false narratives, and y'all the ones who run plays and all this shit for content. You know, you speak on everybody else, and then when somebody speak on you, you want to say that they hating or whatever the case is. It's like, bro, you open yourself up for that. Y'all got a whole channel called The Exposers where y'all just being messy, like high school bitches, like high school teenagers. Excuse my language. Let me not call these younger women bitches, but, you know, high school teenage females. That's how these niggas sit around all day. Man, you talking about your team and it's the most accurate platform. That's bunk and that's false. That's false. You niggas is over there trying to get views like everybody else, homie, and y'all do and say whatever y'all got to do. But that's my video for today, man. Don't let these people fool y'all, homie. Use y'all brains. Don't make no sense, homie. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big O N. I'm out.